All right. So generally we'll have a quick introduction about everyone. So then again we'll start. So from the Kanduri, Ram, Sairam, Sai, Sia, Srilail, Vasant, Vishwa. So let me start with Kanduri. So please let me know your experience and again what you are looking exactly in the data engineering and again which we need to learn. So anyone can start you up, please. Yeah.
Hi,
Your
Vishwa.
voice is too low. Can you please? Yeah.
Okay, hi, Vishwa. I'm Ramanujan.
Hi, Raman.
Nice to meet you. Actually, I have around 4 years of experience. I'm working as a senior data engineer. I used to work on top of Azure, and currently we are on GCP project. So I want to learn more about GCP here. Yeah, I'm looking most into the streaming, like data flow, PubSub, and cloud functions, cloud run, these type of concepts mostly. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, into the streaming domain only.
Great. Thank you, Ramanjan. Thank you. Next one, please.
Hi, Vishwa. This is Vishwanathan.
Great. Yeah. Hi.
So I have around more than 14 years of experience in project management and various MNCs. And then so I want my career in like data engineering. So I have been chosen the GCP.
Great. Thank you, Vishwa. So we'll connect this.
Yeah, okay.
So next, please.
Yeah, hi Vishwa.
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Sairam. I'm a GCP data engineer from past 4 years. I want to learn about streaming data. Currently, I have worked on batch data only till now. So I want to start some streaming data, and also I want to learn about PySpark along with this. This is my aim. That's it.
Okay. Great. Sorry, Sai. I think it was in mute. Yeah. Thank you. Next, please. Yeah. Shailil Vasant. Sorry? Vasant, your voice is too low. Can you please come in?
Can you hear me now?
Sorry?
Can you hear me now?
No, too low, actually. Can you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Somewhat okay. Can, but not fully.
So yes, system admin in MNC. So
No, we are very sorry. I'm not able to listen at all.
okay. I think in the system I have fixed the audio issue. In some time.
Example AWS. Yeah. I already did it. Oh, you did that. Right. No worries. Okay, cool. So let's run.
I'm not able to hear anyone. Is it some technical issue or is it someone talking?
No. I think I think that guy. So he's left. I think. Anyway, so I think might be his mic is problem. Yes, Sheila, next to us, please.
Yeah. So I am working as a data engineer.
Great. Yeah.
Presently, we are on a on-premise infrastructure with Hadoop, Spark, and all other data integration solutions. We are basically our company is planning to migrate to cloud sometime soon, probably in GCP. So my objective is to learn GCP, get all the required knowledge ready as and when we have to migrate to GCP. So I have worked on Spark Scala based on-premise infrastructure with all the DevOps and everything managed within the organization, within the enterprise. So I'm more looking for a cloud upgrade.
Great. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So anyone is left? I think Kandur, Icha, and Sairam.
Is anyone talking, Vishwa?
Fine. So I think no one is fine. So thank you, Shiran,
Okay.
for this
Mhm.
update. All right. So again, Ham Vishwanath. So I'm having like overall 14 years of experience on this IT domain. So every 3 years once, like, no, I used to take challenge again, I need to switch. So now currently I'm working in the Google as a data security with a cyber security with a cloud engineer, data engineer. Okay. So this is what like my role currently. And again, earlier, like I used to work with like AWS and again Azure. So as a completely cloud security level, data security level. So as a data engineer, not only do this data engineering part, how to secure this data engineering pipelines. That is like more important here. So we'll talk all these things. 1 second. Okay.
Yeah, the AWS tagging, it's already in progress.
All right. So now let me check.
Could be a mixer. You're in a great thing, you know,
I'll be switching 1 second. I'll be calling over to show something.
For example, you can
Okay. All right. So now, what is data engineer? And again, what we need to focus. All these things. That is very important things we need to understand. And again, especially I need to talk about the data operations. And again, the data pipelines. That's a very important things I need to talk about. So first thing, like I'll be giving the overview. So key stages, data injections, data processing, data storage, data serving, and again, orchestration. Same thing. I think this is a page. Okay. Same on thing. And 1 second, I want to show something.
Can you put in one of those applications here called?
All right. See, I want to give this data pipeline comparisons first. And again, I'll go back to the what is data engineer, what is the data analyst, and again, what is the data scientist. So the first thing, like I'll be coming with the reverse wave. See, we need to concentrate mainly in my classes a data pipeline, right? So especially I'm taking the Google Cloud. Earlier, I used to work with the AWS and Azure both. So I used to work with again the AWS step functions. Same thing here also Google Cloud Composer, right? And again Google Cloud Data Flow. This is the orchestration we need to do. This is what I'm talking about, the not DevOps, data apps here. And again the Google Cloud Data Flow. And again here we call as a GLOW. I mean nothing but ETL concepts. Google Cloud Composer, Google Cloud Data Flow is a ETL concepts, right? Then again after that, monitoring. And again the monitoring steps we are taking this Google Cloud Data Log, Data Catalog also. And again automations we are implementing with the Cloud Build. And again Google Cloud Data Catalog. So first of all, whatever the services we are going to learn, all these things. And again after that, completely Google Cloud Data Pipelines. Next, mainly we need to focus on data lineage, Google Cloud Data Catalog, and again it was blue here is nothing but ETL concepts, right? See, data flow, and again it was blue. Same thing, catalog also, right? And again the same second.
Hello. Is anyone able to hear or?
I think he is in a mute or he is in some other call.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So here, right? This is one of the major things we need to do. Now, coming back to this, what is the data apps? What are the data apps? I don't want to talk about. I think everyone is. I think everyone has heard about Hello, is it audible, everyone? Hello, Vishwanath, everyone.
You are audible. You are audible, Vishwa. Continue.
So first thing, before starting this demo of this data apps and again data engineering, right? I want to make you to understand what is DevOps and again data apps. Anyone, any idea?
Yeah. For people to be able to implement CSP on their
Please, anyone, please. What is data apps and again DevOps? Hello. Are we there?
Data ops or DevOps? What exactly is the question? You are so fast.
Yeah. So I need like comparison between DevOps and again the data apps. If anyone aware of this, please let me know the inputs.
Yeah, so basically DevOps is a guys are going to deploy our code into from the GitHub into the machines. And coming to DataOps guys, these guys predominantly worked on the deploying the pipelines and also managing our workloads and these all things. So DevOps guys are basically the system management guys are there, right? Who is going to create our virtual machines and going to provision the VMs and these all things.
Okay, great. So basically, DevOps is used for web application development and automations, right? But in this case, the data apps is nothing but collecting the data from the one format and again converting the data into the other format and also loading the data into the some other location to the data warehouses like Snowflake. Example, we are storing all the data into the Snowflake. So this automation we used to call as a data apps. For that, AWS data apps, Azure data apps, and in Google Cloud data apps. So these are the multiple data operations we need to do. Right? So meanwhile, so I think here many of them are having very great experience in the different formats. But my first question need to understand that. So we are going to learn our Google Cloud tools for data engineering. If anyone is interested also, I'll be showcased Azure database also. Sorry, Azure data engineering tools also. And again, AWS Cloud also. So these are the multiple data engineering tools we are going to learn on this series. Okay. So now, what exactly we are going to focus in our classes? One of the main thing, data pipeline. Apart from this, individual contributions, individually the engines, whatever we are going to provision it. So that engines we are making into the end-to-end pipelines. That is called as the data operations. And the first thing we are looking into the cloud data flow, and again BigQuery, and again definitely some of them telling that it is a messaging and again streaming process with PubSub, and again cloud storages, and again the data proc, and again cloud composer. This is end-to-end real-time scenarios, and again with the live examples projects. That's what I'm taking this. If everything goes well, if we have a time, I want to also take AWS tools. So AWS tools, these are the tools. Sorry, the same tools AWS Glue, Redshift, S3. But here I want to ask, anyone have any idea about Snowflake? Snowflake. Ramanujan, Ram, Sai, Vishwanath.
It's a data warehousing, cloud data warehousing.
Yes, yeah. Then again, what tool we have the data warehouse in the cloud, Google Cloud?
BigQuery.
Okay. Same thing in the Amazon, Redshift, data warehouse. Okay. Same thing, BigQuery, right? Same thing in here also. Clear. So this is what end of my live classes will be available in these classes. And again, meanwhile, now coming back, architecture designing and again implementations, and again doing the automations with the Python code. That is one of the main thing, right? Anyone, what is the Python libraries we use for data engineering automation? Anyone, any inputs?
For testing purposes?
For production deployments, it's like any kind of testing, and again data injection methods, data modeling methods also.
Modeling and all comes into the Google package only, right? Google.cloud. It has BigQuery, cloud storage, and all of these things.
But that is generally we used to go with like default manual methods. But if you want to go with like sometimes Python coding level.
Not sure.
So generally the Python libraries, right? It is a more famous for the data manipulation again, and this is like pandas. And again for data processing, we use like Apache Beam also, right? And again PySpark we use like a data processing, right? And again data, that is the data injections what we used to do. But generally for the data storages, we used to go with like database operations, SQL Alakami also. And again PySpark for like data processing. I mean like anyone is having a coding knowledge about this Python. I think many of them will have. But meanwhile, no one believes, I mean, are you guys are using with the Python coding data pipeline automation or directly GUI mode of GEY mode of automation?
Your question is not clear, Vishwa.
Okay, so my question is nothing. What are the Python libraries we used to do this data engineering pipeline injections? We do have by default GCP cloud ready-made services like cloud storages, right? Example like Python libraries I'm talking like Google Cloud Storages like GCS. GCS is nothing but Google Cloud Storage, right? Those are like client libraries. And again for the BigQuery, if I want to query the data warehousing stuff, and again what is that GBQ, like what is generally in the Python there's a library called as a GBQ client library. And again for the Hadoop and again Spark clusters, GCD client libraries. So this is the multiple libraries will be available in the Python libraries. So anyway, the backend, those libraries will be doing this end-to-end data pipeline concepts. Okay, like this is like a more advanced concept I used to do. But anyone, I mean, in your current project, anyone is planning to do this data pipeline automations or data apps operations? Shilil, Ramanujan, Ram, Sai, Vasant. Anyone?
When you say pipeline automation, what does it mean? See, if
Yes,
you
please.
take a typical pipeline,
Mhm.
we develop pipeline and deploy it into some kind of a platform,
Okay.
right? And whatever that we deploy, maybe we are writing in, say, Scala language. We use Spark framework,
Mhm.
and the whole thing is done through a DevOps pipeline, development, deployment, everything, testing, deployment. And it is scheduled to run using a scheduler.
Definitely.
What is automation here? Are you talking about? Are you talking about the DevOps part of it, or
No,
what
I'm talking
exactly? Yeah.
data apps part of it only. So this is completely data engineering. I'm talking the topic.
Mhm.
And so this data apps is generally we are importing the Google Cloud services. That is nothing but what is that cloud storages, BigQuery, and again cloud data flow, and again data proc
Mhm.
also, and again pops up. We are doing this, right? Messaging services, and again Google Cloud functions, right? So by
Mhm.
using the Google Cloud functions, anyone tried to do these automation deployments?
No.
No, right? So that's what like my questions on this. Anyway, that will be talking later point. Anyway, so now we'll come back to this. I think many of them knows like what is data engineering and again what is a data analyst And again, what are the tools I'm going to cover in this? So suppose I'm going to cover this complete end-to-end tools of this Google Cloud. Okay. This is the main 6 clouds. And again, cloud storage bucket also. There's a 2 more things. How to create a projects, and again, how to create the same thing in one project. Like example, demo project, and again, demo 1 projects. In the 2 projects, how to integrate the pipelines. That's the 2 things, right? So, and again, cloud storage buckets, and also like cloud functions, and again, cloud IAM concepts of the GCP. Those are the prerequisites for this data engineering concepts, because we require IAM users, IAM policies, and again, roles configurations, all these things. Okay, that's one of the thing. Next. We'll come back to you. Okay. So again, one more time, I'm coming back. For the data apps, I'm going to take here Google Cloud Composer, Cloud Catalog, and again, cloud monitoring, like there is a stack driver, and again, cloud data catalogs. So this is one of the main thing. And we'll come back. Okay. For the storages level, yes, Google Cloud Functions also, yes, cloud storages, and again, Google Cloud SQL. So if you want, like, I think many of them are very good and is strong in about SQL and again NoSQL. So I think everyone are good at like in NoSQL also, right? Especially documentation DB, that is MongoDB. And again, one is, other one is graph database, Neo4j, anyone? Okay. And again, BigQuery also, and again, Dataproc by default. Cloud Composer, yes. Google BigQuery. And Data Studio, yes, we can implement the Data Studio. This is the main tools I'm going to implement on this. Yeah. And scroll up. For the data injections, we are taking this because our data pipelines, especially in the GCP, the first step is data injections. The data injections, again, Google PubSub, and again, data flow, and again, Google Cloud data. These ATL concepts. Okay. I will come back. Okay. See, data engineering pipelines. To build this data engineering pipeline, the very first thing we should understand injection, and again, definitely either ETL, either ELT. Okay, depending upon that, like what exactly the processing might be. Processing, the first step is injection, second step is processing, third step is storage areas, right? So either we can use Redshift of the, sorry, either we can use, okay, it is like especially it goes service, I return here, okay, fine. Right? Big queries, right? And again, serving the data, and again, orchestration monitoring. So this is the main thing. This is the 5 points which is need to be achieved data engineering pipelines. Clear, right? Yeah. Now, coming back to example, I think I don't want to give any examples here. Okay. So, any differences about the data analysis and again data engineering? So, how many of them are like very good at like Informatica, rather than this cloud ready-made tools? I think someone is working the on-premises. I think Sai Ram, I think I feel. Ram,
Yeah, Vishwa, what happened?
you are the one, right? I mean,
Yeah,
on-premises.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, which tool you are using, like in the on-premises?
No, we are getting directly data from GCS. Sorry, to GCS from SFTP.
Okay, okay, got it. So this is the data engineering concepts. What exactly data engineering they will be focusing? Designing, constructing, and again the managing the data, right? The n number of like large data sets, we are getting the data from multiple sources, right? And again, what is the main difference between data analyst and again data engineering? So which is better here? Either data analyst is get better or data engineering guy is better. Because data engineering is end-to-end, we need to set up the infrastructure and again, we need to make the automation level with the data pipelines. That's the main concentration we will be doing in the data engineering. But data analyst is a guy where you will be gathering the data, past data will be gathered, and again, according to his ideologies, he will do the data mining, data duplications, data manipulations, and again, data wrangling. He will do this end to end, and he will be dropping all this data into the visualizations. Right? Suppose in between, he will do the manual Power Queries, or else he will be doing the manual ETL concepts. But in this data engineering, guys, these guys will be using this data engineering guys. Automatically, they'll be doing these ETL concepts. And again, if we make the, depending upon the condition was, that data format will be calculated, and again, dumping into the data warehouse level. Right? Again, these are the tools for the data analysis, guys. Actually, I don't want to give. Yes. What is the main roles and responsibilities of data engineer? We need to build the infrastructure, pipeline building. Yes, building and again maintaining the data pipelines, designing the architecture, managing like big data platforms, and again data flows. Right? Example, we need to consider it like Hadoop, Spark, and again Kafka Zookeeper also. Because what is a Kafka Zookeeper? Here in the Google Cloud, we have a PubSub. Right? In the Kafka Zookeeper, it is nothing but like it is a live data streaming events, right? Like depending upon the how many topics, how many brokers we have, Kafka brokers, and again in the each broker, how many topics we have, and again the each topics, how many partitions, and again sub partitions will be delivering the data, right? And again how to maintain this Kafka brokers with the zookeepers, same thing. Here also we are using this PubSub with the ready-made tools. But in real-time scenario, in few companies, data will be available in the container levels. Like example, if you deploy the container in the GKE level, I mean Google Kubernetes engine, if I deploy the any Kafka Zookeeper rather than using PubSub, because in few companies PubSub it is a chargeable, but Kafka Zookeeper is like open source, and again anyway to maintain that one we can use that one also, right? So that is one of the main thing. How many of them are very good at least like basic knowledge, Kafka Zookeeper and Snowflake? Yes, please. Are we there, right? I think everyone we are speakers here.
I don't know about Kafka and these things.
But you know, in sometimes in many companies, when we not using Google PubSub, we can also use the Kafka Zookeeper. Like example, in our classes also, I will provision the one Kafka node, one Kafka broker node, and again one Zookeeper node also. Okay, and again to get the data. And again, end of the day, rather than the using like BigQuery, we can also use we can also use Snowflake.
Yes, we can do that.
Sorry.
Yes, we can do that. Like we can use multiple technologies, right? We can instead of
Yes, because yes, true. Because in my recent previous project, we converted all the on-premises data warehouses to the Snowflake. Even though Google PubSub also, we implemented with the Kafka. So that's why like in my experience level, I'm telling that one point. Because nowadays, no one want to go to the like individually data warehouse storage service, because in the Snowflake, it is a cloud SaaS-based services, because they have a virtual clusters inside that. So because they need to store the data into there only, because it is a one area. Because in the any cloud, they'll be having the more charges compared to Snowflake. So that's why they are planning to migrate all the which are running in the Azure data warehouses also, and in AWS also, and in Google Cloud also. They'll be migrated to the Snowflake level, only for the data warehouse routing. Yeah, anyway, so. So data engineer, we need to concentrate data apps. And again, data analysts, they no need to focus on this anything anyway. ML apps, we will be focusing the data centers. Yeah. Next, what's it? Apache Kafka generally. Okay. Why it came again here? Okay. Any confusions still known? Okay. Any questions? Meanwhile, we need to go back to top here, taking the Google Cloud only. So this is one thing. This is a data engineering pipeline. Any questions, please let me know. Ramanujan, Ram, Sai, Sandeep, Vishwa.
No questions, Anila.
No, sure, because it's all new to me. So,
All right. Because sure. We'll do it like a real-time live project tomorrow for the demo class.
okay.
We can create a Google Cloud account, and again we can create one project, and again we can also implement like PubSub, and again data flow also we can create it, and again we can collect the data from the AVRO format or CSV format the data, or else ORC format, either Paraquat format. We can take the data from the different source, either in the SQL format, either in the any other format, and again we can make it out like in this data pipeline automations in the tomorrow live practical classes. Okay. All right. So if any questions is not, so can we wind up now? I mean,
Hey, hi Vishwa. Yeah.
yes, please.
Yeah, how much we are going for data flow?
Data flow, like in depth, like more advanced concepts only, because I have shared the syllabus also. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
please.
Apache Beam. We'll write an Apache Beam or what?
Apache Beam. Sorry, we are using Apache Beam.
Okay. So, is there any projects on data flow?
Yes, like I'm taking the live like e-commerce application platforms there. Yeah, because we have like one more personal e-commerce applications. From there, I'm taking that data, and again I'm doing this.
Okay. Thank you.
Vishwa, just wanted to know, like in data flow, what are the concepts majorly you are going to explain? Like the windowing is going to be in depth.
Can you please come
Yeah, hello.
Vishwa, just wanted to ask about data flow. Like, is it going to be in depth?
Yes, yes, like, basically, like, from the basic concepts also, like, I'll be starting with, like, basic concepts like data injections and again, data processing and also, like, data storages, like, especially. And after that, I will be landing with the big queries. And after that, there is like very basic concepts. By suppose, like, in the basic concepts, especially in the data injections, we need to understand how to implement the data from the cloud storages and again, how to make the pub sub completions, right? And again, the intermediate level, like, data pipelines, how to integrate with the data pipelines. And again, the more, like, in the more real-time scenarios, like example, how to take the event-driven architecture and again, how to make with the stream processing and again, how to implement with the data governance level also. These are the things, yeah.
Okay, okay. Like, I just wanted to know, like, what is this event-driven architecture?
See, event-driven architecture is nothing but the end of the day, the publishing and again also like requesting the message from them different sources with a different flow. Hello.
So in Dataflow, you're going to teach us Apache Beam only, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. And the concepts regarding the windowing are going to be deep.
Yeah.
Windowing concepts. Okay.
Okay, so if anything is not there, so can we wind up now?
Yes,
so
we
please
can wind up.
tomorrow's live demo classes, practical we can do on this by creating the Google Cloud account and again project we're implementing with a small data flow. We can do this automation. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. So thank you for this time.